It is coming up to 10 minutes to 10. Perhaps you're thinking about changing career. If you are, how does this sound? Going to work on an island the size of a football pitch in constant daylight, no running water, sub-zero temperatures.
The UK Antarctic Heritage Trust is looking for a small group of people to work 9,000 miles away in one of the most exceptional places on Earth, the 80-year-old research base, Port Lockroy.
If you're curious, here's a snapshot of what life is like there from those who've experienced it firsthand.
Hello from Antarctica!
My day starts at around 8 a.m. I get to walk over a very short commute that's probably about 60 seconds, but I get to walk past 2 colonies of penguins while I do that and look up and marvel at some incredible mountains.
Egg has been sighted on my birthday, which means there's a baby penguin Dale sitting. Where's my finger? This one here.
My father, George Barry, was here in 1948. He always wanted to go back to the Antarctic and never could. But in that moment, I thought, OK, Dad, I'm going to go.
It feels really special because it feels like we're walking in the footsteps of the people that have come here before us. And in some ways, sometimes we compare our lives to how it was here in the 40s and the 50s. I think we're just absolutely loving it still.
So joining us now is Lisa Ford, the current base captain at Port Lockroy, and Sophie Montaigne, who's from the UK Antarctic Heritage Trust. Very good morning to both of you. Lisa, I wonder if we can start with you. You've been there. You know what it's like. You've spent a long time there. Give us a very brief version of the pluses and the minuses.
Pluses are definitely outweigh the minuses. I absolutely love it here. Obviously, we've just left the island for this season, but we've had a fantastic time this season with...
Well, I suppose that is one of the risks of trying to talk to people in remote locations, isn't it, Sophie? That can happen.
Yeah, all the time, yeah. I think Lisa's currently on a ship, so she's on her way home from this season in Antarctica. She's been down at Port Lockroy for 5 months with our fantastic team who are running the base there. And generally, communications on the island are brilliant, but once they get onto the ship, it can be a bit unpredictable. Well,
we'll try to get back to Lisa in just a moment. But, Sophie, just in terms of the kind of person you're looking for this kind of role, what kind of person is it?
I mean, it takes... it could be anybody, so it could be anyone from any background, any different career. We don't need engineers, we don't need scientists, we don't need athletes. We need people that really love meeting people, because they will meet visitors from all around the world every single day, so you've got to have a real passion for customer service. Love being in a really small team environment, just 5 to 7 of them on the base, living cheek by jowl, and also people who are very flexible and can adapt to a plan that changes as often as the weather.
We have Lisa back, thank goodness. She's back, because technology does triumph sometimes. Lisa, morning, it's Naga. You know, as Sophie was saying, you have to live cheek by jowl. I mean, it's small. Do you ever get your own kind of personal headspace?
Yes, you most definitely can, because the island is fantastic. So once all your sort of jobs are done, you've got this magnificent space to just be able to go out and look at whales, looking, you know, out in the distance. You've got this quite loud penguin colony all around you, which is also fabulous to watch growing up. So you see the chicks right at the beginning, so from nests through to eggs to chicks, to now that they were all fledging and having swimming lessons, so just as we left. So, you know, it's the most fantastic experience, and you do get headspace, but also you have to be very tolerant of others, and everyone sort of needs to get along. And we've been really, really lucky this season. We've had a fantastic team and thoroughly enjoyed it.
Lisa, I've got to ask you, because I know you worked in the Antarctic 30 years ago for like 18 months, and then you had a family and your kids all grew up and everything. When you said, I'm going back, what did they say? Had you always said, I really am going to do it again, or did you just spring it upon them and they said, oh, Mum's lost the plot now?
Yeah, well, perhaps Mum has lost the plot, but no, it's once you come down here, I think it's just in your blood, and everyone who comes down would always love to come back. It is the most beautiful place, and my kids weren't surprised. In fact, they were very encouraging that I would come down. So yeah, I was always going to. My husband also likewise is an Antarctic junkie, and he kind of goes down as well. So our poor kids, yeah, they know what their mum and dad are like, and we love it down here.
Sophie, you've visited, haven't you? You know what it's like there.
Yeah.
Can I ask you one of the very obvious questions is, what about the cold?
The cold, it's really not that cold for Antarctica in the summer. It's sort of like a Scottish winter between -5 and +5. So the team are outside all the time. So you've got to be willing to deal with wind and rain and snow and all of that in one day, but it's not as cold as you might expect.
So challenging rather than extreme.
Yeah, exactly.
When it is windy and rainy, because here in Salford, it was horrible yesterday, right? There was sideways rain and it felt really cold, and as soon as you got in, it took a really long time to warm your bones up, so to speak.
Yeah.
What is a rainy, windy day like in Antarctica?
I mean, kind of similar, but it's more extreme wind. When that happens, you need to be ready to prepare the base for things to be blown around or for things to blow away. Also, the impact on the wildlife is quite evident as well. You can see that the penguins really suffer when it's wet, when they haven't got their feathers yet. So, yeah, it can be... you're much closer to nature, you're much closer to the elements.
But you can't interfere with nature, can you?
No. So
that's the heartbreaking part. It's like when we talk to wildlife photographers or filmmakers. Yeah,
that's it. And our team are there to monitor the penguin population as well. So they've been doing a 20-year study looking at how the population has tracked at Port Lockroy, and really very much part of that science still going on.
Some of these pictures are just
amazing.
Absolutely staggering, and you can understand, Lisa, why people looking at that thinking, why wouldn't you want to go and see some of these things? You've seen them firsthand. Can I go back to some basic questions? How's the food? Because anyone thinking about actually applying for the job, they might have some simple questions. What's the food like? How do they get the food there? How does that work?
The food comes down in one cargo drop, and that is mainly dried and tinned food. But we have lovely supplements from some of the cruise ships, so we do get fresh fruit and vegetables. So yeah, we're very lucky, and actually I think we've eaten like kings and queens this season. So, but it is tinned and dried food. We fortunately have some good cooks, or we have had some good cooks on the base. So yeah, we can make do with all sorts.
And Lisa, Sophie made reference to the number of people you have to meet along the way, because that's a big part of the role, isn't it? You're introducing other people to that amazing place.
Yeah, absolutely. You have to be prepared to work with many different people. I think that's what, for me, is the joy of it. It's meeting people from sort of all over the world who are fortunate enough to come down here, and then sort of telling them the stories of Endeavour and all about Port Lockroy and the background to that. And that's just an absolute pleasure to do. So you have to really like people, not only the people that you're living with, but the people that you will see most days. So,
Lisa, can I
yeah, it's great.
Sorry, Lisa, can I just check? You're on board a ship right now, aren't you? Because I was looking for a rocking movement or anything, but there seems to be none.
Yeah, that's what you might think. Yes, there is a bit of rocking going on, but not as we're not yet on the Drake. We left Port Lockroy 2 days ago, and so we're slowly making our way back. And soon we'll be on the Drake, which no doubt will be a little bit more sway, shall we say?
If you want to apply, Lisa, how do you apply?
Go to the website. It's UK Antarctic Heritage Trust. If you look there, the job application form is there. Do fill it in. If you even have the slightest inkling that it is something that you might like to do, have a good look at it and go for it. You've got nothing to lose.
Well, you're certainly a good advert for it being a very, very joyful experience. Lisa, thank you so much. Lisa Ford, base leader at Port Lockroy. Sophie Montagne, Head of Operations at UK AHT. Thank you.
Thank you.